Hey guys, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I'm coming on today to do a video for the full moon in Leo that is happening either late tonight or early in the morning tomorrow for some people. So this is just going to be kind of a general message for all signs, all people. If the reading resonates, great. Go ahead and like the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, please share and subscribe to the channel if this message makes sense for you. I decided to do this video because honestly the energy has been a little confusing for me. Usually I have more of like a clear sense of what's going on with like the full moons and new moons and other big things going on astrologically. But for some reason this full moon, I just kind of feel like a little bit all over the place. So I'm wondering if maybe other people are kind of feeling that same energy. It's like we're getting a lot of positive messages from other people, but maybe not really seeing it completely. So definitely kind of a strange energy here. And Mercury is about to go retrograde pretty soon here. So maybe that has a little bit to do with the energy as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull some cards here to see if we can get some more clarity on what is happening with this full moon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Spirit, what are the most important messages that we need to know about the full moon in Leo? I will say that, like, in the readings that I did for February for all the different signs, decisions and choices came up really huge. Like the Eight of Swords in this deck was coming up in like almost every reading, and if it wasn't that card, it was the choice card, which both of those cards kind of mean that a decision or a choice needs to be made. So I'm thinking that maybe this full moon will kind of like shed some more light on that or have a little bit to do with something like that, but we will see. Okay, most important messages for this full moon in Leo. Yeah, see, under the deck we have choice already. So a lot of people making choices and decisions. Okay, yep. Here we have the Two of Earth, which is kind of like I said, balancing something, juggling something. Some people might have two different options. A choice between two things. Okay, we have the Nine of Earth, the Emotions card, and then under the deck we have Perception, the Hero, the Child, Masculine and Feminine, the Four of Earth, Queen of Earth. Okay. So I'm feeling like there is like a decision or a choice that a lot of people have to make about something going on within their life. And it's like, it's coming like to a head or to the forefront here with this full moon. I do feel like Spirit is saying here, if you can see the card a little bit closer, like, you know, she has this heart on her chest here, and there's a lot of like green in this card. So I feel like we're kind of being asked to make these choices and decisions through how we feel emotionally. And like through our like heart center, through our heart chakra. Basically go with how you feel about something rather than how you're thinking about something when it comes to choices and decisions that we have to make. I feel like for a lot of people, once the decision and choice is made, that the universe is kind of gifting you with something, like you're receiving something based on the choice and the decision that you make. And I do feel like you're receiving something, but you may also be dealing with some disappointment, some regret, some sadness based on like what it is that you didn't choose. There will be some of that kind of surrounding that. But I feel like, you know, it's just part of the process. Like in order to receive the new thing coming in, you have to let go of this other thing. And for for most people, it's probably going to involve some emotional like upheaval because of like the detachment that you're having to make to one thing. And if this is not you who is kind of behaving in an emotional way towards the decision that you're making, it could be the person or people involved in the situation who are kind of dealing with these emotions based on whatever decision it is that you're making. So I'm getting here too that we really need to kind of shift our perspective into kind of like this Leo like type of energy. We really need to kind of, be fiery, passionate, kind of operate from that heart center, and be confident and fierce in your direction forward, and kind of see things from more of that optimistic, light, heart center type of, try and see things from that view, like a more of an optimistic view as opposed to kind of being sad or upset. So really pay attention or focus on what is coming into your life now that you've let something go, rather than focusing on what it is that you had to let go and being sad and disappointed about it. Try to focus on what is coming, the positive aspect of the decision and choices that you had to make. Because I do see that there is a new beginning here, for people that, step into this and make this choice and decision. I think that whatever the decision is bringing in something new into everybody's life. It is balancing the energies within people. And even though it may be a very hard decision or choice to make here, you're coming out on top. Like you're coming out like the winner of your own battle here. And again, I kind of just pick up this like heart activation or heart centered type of nurturing, loving type of an energy here. So I feel like it's putting people into that space once the decision is made. It's bringing people into balance. It's showing you that you've kind of like won a battle here that was tough, and it's putting you into a more light, positive, like loving kind of energy here. Okay, so let's see what other messages we can get about the messages that have just been given. What else do we need to know about the full moon in Leo? What other messages do we need to know about this full moon in Leo? Messages for the full moon in Leo. Okay. What do we need to know about the Two of Earth here, Spirit? The Two of Earth. Okay, the Star card. The Star card. So I feel like this is like a destined and divine choice or decision that people are having to make. For everybody, it's going to be in different areas of your life. But for most people, and I've seen this in the readings for February, that there is a choice or a decision that needs to be made, and it needs to be clear and concise, and in order for you to like move forward on your journey. So I'm seeing here that this is kind of like divinely orchestrated. It's here to kind of help you back onto like your path, or to continue on your divine path. I also feel like there's a feeling of healing here as well. Like a choice or a decision needs to be made on something so that the healing process can begin in some of these situations. Okay, what about the Nine of Earth? Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so this is emotional fulfillment. This is the universe trying to gift us with some kind of emotional happiness and fulfillment within our lives. So by making this choice or decision, we are going to receive some kind of like emotional fulfillment and happiness within our life. Even if we have to kind of work through the consequences of this choice and decision, this is ultimately what making the choice and decision is giving to you. Okay, what about the emotions card here? Yeah, Justice. So, this is, bringing balance, karmic completion, karmic balance, just balance within the self. It's because I feel for a lot of people, they're kind of like juggling these two things. And there needs to be balance here. Like there's a one thing that is definitely a no-go, and then there's something else, you know, that you need to move towards. And I feel like most people kind of already know what this choice is that they have to make and what direction they have to go, but they're just kind of procrastinating on doing it or holding back for some reason. But I do think that this choice and decision, it needs to be made so that you can experience emotional fulfillment within your life and receive some kind of balance within your energy, some truth and clarity. And also the people around you and other people involved in this need to have some kind of karmic justice or balance or clarity as well. And it could, you know, involve some people being, you know, upset or emotional about the decision that is being made. But that kind of needs to happen in order to like wipe the slate clean and start fresh and new in a new direction. Okay, what about this perception card with the hero? Yeah, strength. Here's that Leo energy again. So really kind of stepping into this fiery lion kind of like energy, having the strength to look at the bright side of this situation rather than looking at something in a way of like losing something or feeling like you have to let go of something, not focusing on that. Having the strength to kind of like just know that it's time to let that go and focusing your energy on what is coming to you because you've now let this thing go that needed to be, you know, let go of. Okay, the child card. Okay, Queen of Wands. So yeah, I feel like a new, passionate start to something. I feel like a lot of growth here. For some of you guys, this new thing that's entering your life could be coming in, I would say like around August or September of this year. So you may be kind of having to deal with like wrapping up the like consequences of the choice that's being made here in this time now. But you're going to be receiving your rewards and your emotional fulfillment. I would say like August, September, October. Yeah, for some of you guys, it could be April. I think depending on where you are in this process. But yeah, this is definitely like a new beginning here coming after a choice is made. Yeah, this time in between, you know, now and April or now and August, September, October is kind of like this period of cleaning things up, wrapping things up, looking at things in a different perspective. And because you're doing this, you are receiving something brand new in your life. Okay, how about the masculine and feminine with the Four of Earth and the Queen of Earth? Okay, Five of Wands. So yeah, I feel like I was saying, like winning a battle, like you're going to definitely feel like you have won in some kind of a battle here. You have overcome something that you felt chained to in some way. This could also be fear, codependency. By making this decision and moving away from something that you know is no longer serving your highest good, you are like fighting this battle against something that that was very hard to let go of. But you know, definitely needed to be let go of here. And I do see that this is very difficult. This could be an addiction. It could be a toxic situation or relationship. This could just be fear of making this choice or decision, feeling stuck. I mean, this is you really taking the reins and making this choice and decision, having the strength to do it, you know, fighting this battle within yourself and moving away from things that are toxic and kind of like have you stuck or chained up in a particular situation. And it's bringing you into balance. And there's going to be a time of like reflection and healing when it comes to whatever it is that you're letting go of. I just looked at the clock. It is 11:11 right now, so that could be very significant for some of you guys out there. Yeah, something is definitely coming to a completion here, wrapping up cycles. Whatever choice or decision that needs to be made, it's bringing a complete ending to something so that you can be victorious. And I do think that for a lot of people that this is going to involve some, inner work that needs to be done. But it needs to happen now. Like the choice and decision needs to happen now. That's what this full moon is telling us. Okay, so let's see. What other messages do we need to know about the full moon in Leo? Hope. Okay, so stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So yeah, this is that perspective in looking towards what you are going to be receiving rather than what it is you're losing. Stay hopeful, stay positive. And I also feel like with the worst behind you, I do feel like for most people, the worst of a situation is behind you. And now you're just kind of stuck in the stagnant energy of, okay, now what direction do I need to go? Like you're just kind of been like stagnant and holding on to actually moving away from something that is not really good, because I think a lot of people did experience situations that were like tumultuous, and now it's time to just completely disconnect from that. Okay. Passion. Yeah, definitely. We need to move into our passion, what we are passionate about, what drives us forward. Definitely I'm picking up like sacral chakra energy here too. So maybe focus on that area, clear any blockages, and really start to move forward into this new direction, passionately, and, with that like heart energy and the strength within you. Because I do feel like a lot of positive and good things are going to be coming into people's life after this. I'm also getting like a sense of the phoenix rising here. So this is that time where we fully release and let go of something so that that phoenix can rise within us and start to burn forward into the area that we are meant to go towards. Okay, what's one more message that we can get for this full moon in Leo? Yeah, a blessing to heal a relationship. So for some of you guys, this is like a relationship with somebody that is ending, or a decision that needs to be made about a relationship. With the things going on astrologically, there is a big focus on relationships in general. So there could be decisions that need to be made based around your relationships with other people. And then a blessing for unity where there was once division. So yeah, like coming together with the people that you are meant to come together with. Also, I'm getting a sense of like coming together with yourself, becoming whole within yourself after kind of, cutting out the things that are no longer good for you. Bringing balance back into your life. And then we have here a blessing to find your way. So yeah, definitely a lot of people needing to release something that is no longer beneficial to them so that they can start to find their way in the direction that they are supposed to be going. Okay, so I'm just going to get a few messages here about like what is to come. What is this full moon energy going to, how is it going to affect people in the collective, like for, until the next full moon cycle? What can people expect as far as how this full moon energy is going to play out in the next month? Okay, the Lovers, choices and decisions, and also the bringing together of divine relationships. So there are decisions and choices that need to be made here. A lot of these decisions and choices focusing around relationships. And for those of you who do resonate with divine counterparts or twin flames or soulmates and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of these choices and decisions are having to be made in order to bring certain people together. Let's see. Yeah, walking away from things that no longer serve us. actually taking the action forward and moving away from things that are no longer working for us. Yes, and I feel like bringing some kind of clarity to relationships that we're involved in, bringing clarity to ourselves and to the other people that are involved in the relationships with us. Yeah, I do feel like, this is for some, people leaving relationships that are no longer good for them so that they can move into a relationship that is kind of where their heart is leading them to. And I think that by taking this action and moving forward with these decisions, it's going to bring a lot of clarity to everybody involved in these situations. So, you guys, I hope that these messages helped you. I hope that they made sense, and I will see you soon. Take care.